Welcome to the Central European Football League live stream here from beautiful Chur, right in the Swiss mountains. The Calanda BRONCOS, Swiss champion, are hosting today the Copenhagen Towers, the Danish champion, unbeaten last season, season 2023, 10-0 season. We arrived yesterday by bus, had a pretty long trip, I assume, like maybe 15 to 18 hours on a bus. Are here with about like 30 people as far as I saw in the warm-up. Pretty physical team to expect. We don't know much about the Danish Football League here in Switzerland, but we know the guys from the north are built different and also very, very good in technique. So I assume there will be a very, very hard-fought game. That will be a lot in the trenches. So the Broncos have a new signing. They announced the signing. Signing was a couple months ago already. Finnish defensive lineman, playing with number 94 today. Coming from the Berlin Thunder from the European League of Football, Christa Berg has joined the Broncos to get that force up on the front in the defense. Kickoff will be at 6 p.m. 1800 So that means in about 10 minutes. Gotta go with the kickoff. First we'll have the introduction of the cheerleaders of the Calanda BRONCOS, followed by the referees. The referee crew today led by Jens Müller, a well-known referee from Switzerland, originally from Germany, also doing some ref duties in the Swiss League sometimes, so well-known there. With a very experienced crew as far as I saw. Michel Strel is on the field too, one of the most experienced referees in Switzerland. We have Aldo Böckle, he's living across the border in Austria, also reffing for the Swiss Federation sometime, and also very, very experienced. So there's a lot of experience on the Zebra side for the game. If you got any questions, if you got anything you want to know, if there is anything I told you wrong, maybe I misspelled a player or something like that, just let me know. I have the chat in front of me. The 90-yard field, yes. It's always depends on the soccer fields here in Switzerland. Like almost all over Europe, we don't have 120 yards or 120 meters soccer fields. As far as I know, the new stadium that was be built right now, right, like 150 meters from here, there should be a real, like a long field, 120-yard field, should be, as far as I know. There's also the practice field out here with the full length of a football field. So I would say I would love to have more regular-sized fields than the short fields. But as always, there are different minds and different things to think about. As I said, the cheerleaders will be introduced first. They gotta be in the alley. Pretty cold here actually today. And also holiday kicks a little in. There's supposed to be more people at the entrance, but there is school holidays here in Switzerland, started this weekend actually. So this also affects sports like cheerleading. So now if you hear some noise in the background, this is the crowd here in Chur. The crowd here in Chur can be insane, I tell you. I've been down on that field, like not in this stadium, but in the old stadium a couple times, not a couple times, like 100 times maybe. And these fans, they can drive an opponent crazy. They are here with their drums, with their flutes, with their claps and everything. So this could affect the game. And this is what probably the biggest advantage today is here, is that the Calanda BRONCOS are the home team. So the Copenhagen Towers are running through the alley on the field. As I said, around 30 players, as far as I counted 31. The Broncos are pretty sure they have a full roster of 53 players. One thing I already can take away, I saw number 66 from the Broncos, Andre Mattes. He is like the veteran offensive lineman, living in Germany, playing for the Broncos for like 12 years now. He has a calf injury and is unable to play today. He will turn this year 49. So he is more than a veteran to that team. But he's in the stadium, he is on the sideline. You see the smoke. And the Calanda BRONCOS getting ready to enter that field and get that noise the first time today. As I said, I'm here in a little cabin, so there should not be a lot of disturbance around, but I'm pretty sure now you hear Carlos Gonzalez carrying the flag, the huge Broncos football flag, followed by Colin Lehmann and Fabio Stuccato with the flares. If you know that Broncos team, there might be some surprising numbers down there. Marco Rexmar, number 20, all-time best linebacker in Broncos history. He is playing the CFL. He played also last week against the Thun Tigers. We also have Mauro Bühler, number 99, coming back for the European season. And I gotta shut up now a little for both of the national anthems.
Und jetzt noch natürlich Schweizer Nationalhymne.
Getting goosebumps on these situations. Home team Calanda BRONCOS in the red jerseys. Yes, you got it right. And we have in all white the Danish visitors from the Copenhagen Towers. Let's see who's going to representing the teams today as their captains. For the Broncos, usually they switch. It's for sure Max Gray, usually number 3. One of the American imports. And also number 22 sometimes, Andre Blackett. He's a linebacker beast on the field. They can actually both play on the same side of the ball today. We saw a little about that last week in the Toon game against the Toon Tigers, where Andrew was lined up as a receiver. Also had a pick 6 in that game. But may you know, there is a rule in Swiss League. You're just allowed to have 2 Americans on your roster, 1 on the field at the time. Now for the captains, we had number 23 defensive back veteran Matt Tenno. We have number 5 Philip Holm. And we have number 3 Max Gray, I told you. And number 68, also a local legend, Michel Derungs, offensive lineman. 1.98, about 6'6", in US size about, well, let's say 320, about 150 kilograms, 145. And on the Danish side, we have number 85, Jakob Green Rasmussen, number 22, Jakob Beckgaard, I'm also already sorry for misspelling some names. Number 28, Magnus Bitch, and as far as I see, number 5, Michael Williams, or Michael Williams. If I'm misspelling, people, just let me know so I can correct that then. Just type it as you would say it. I'm always willing to learn. Make your guesses on the chat. Who will win that game? As I said, probably the most advantage the Calanda BRONCOS have is that they are the home team. They have more people on the roster, and they have the crowd in their back. The Copenhagen Tower is a pretty physical team, as far as I saw in the warm-up. The most negative point, not negative, but the biggest minus point for the Towers could be that they have their first game of the season. Their championship didn't start it yet. The Broncos already had 3 games to play. Are still 3-0 in the league, undefeated this season. We'll see. Number 5 is Alexander Kronberg. Thank you very much. I got 2 different rosters, so I tried to figure out which roster is the right one with the names pronoun. See, maybe you know also number 9. I have once Felix Falke as number 9, and I have also Felix Falke as number 24. If you know that, just let me know. Admir Murgus, thank you very much. So, we'll see how the coin toss went. Okay, Calanda BRONCOS won the coin toss. They choose the second half option. So, they got to kick the ball first. Copenhagen will receive the ball. And bring the ball firstly into their offense, most likely. So it's always 11 against 11. And on that very first kickoff of a season, or the very first kickoff even on any game, you have, like, especially in an international game, you have no idea about your opponent. You have no idea about their speed. You have no idea about how good they are technically wise, how well they're coached, how well they're trained. And this can lead to some surprises on, like, yeah, first plays or first kickoffs. Jakob Niemangren is the returner, lined up as a returner. Noah Bachhoven is the designated kicker for the Calanda BRONCOS. He usually kicks the ball to the end zone and don't giving the opponents a lot of chance to return balls. Well, I'm pretty sure Jeff Boffin, head coach of the Calanda BRONCOS, has told him where he want to put that ball. Kickoff is ahead. There it is. This ball is over the sideline, slightly over the sideline, so this is a flag. Yes, it's an automatic flag. And now the receiving team can choose whether they want to have a re-kick 5 yards back, so that means from the 25-yard line then, or they can get the ball at the 30-yard line. We'll see what the decision will be. So if you don't know, you're not allowed to kick off a ball out of the sideline. On a kickoff, on a punt, of course, it's allowed. As it looks, the Towers will start on the 30-yard line. Or they got a re-kick. It looks like a little confusion on the field, even from the referees. Okay, the offense will come to the field. Oh, they're discussing because of the short field. Usually 30 yards from the kicking spot. So that means there it would be on the 30. But because we have the short yardage in the middle of the field, they're missing 10 yards. So usually it would be put on the 35-yard line, true. But this most likely will be put on the 30-yard line. You got to see what the rest decide. Or they still can choose to re-kick. It's a little slow start off here for the guys that didn't join, that did join the first time. Looks like re-kick. It's not always like that in Switzerland. We like to play and we're used to play. And it's just like discussing on the field. So they choose to re-kick down the towers. I mean, but they. So Noah Bachhofen again, I think. Yes, kicker. The kick wasn't too bad. Should have been a little longer, then he would have bounced out of bounds, or like on the sideline into the end zone. That would be not a problem. So let's see what kind of kick we see now. There's a long kick through the goal line. It's a little muff. Number 85, pretty fast player, slipping away there on about the 21-yard line. It's not 20. Would have come to the 25. He would have fair catch it due to NCAA rules. Welcome to all the stream guests from Denmark. Help me welcome here to the stadium in Chur. Number 94, defensive tackle for the Calanda BRONCOS. His very first play in a Broncos jersey. Lining up as nose tackle. Run through the middle. Very nice power run. Number 28 from the Towers, Anton Leonard Wittmer. About a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. Very nice blitz here from Marco Rexmore, number 20 from the Calanda BRONCOS. All the way behind the whole offensive line. He blitzed on the left side, faced from the defense. Run behind that offensive line and got to the tackle. Still one of the best linebackers ever played in a jersey of the Calanda BRONCOS. Doesn't matter what passport they had. And an absolutely club legend. 3rd and 3. A little more beef up front now, showing a 5-man front for the Calanda BRONCOS. 1 tight end set for the Towers, 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Then there's a delay of game, as it looks like, as they weren't able to get the play in to the 25 seconds. So it's a 3rd and 8 now. That's a very different situation now. Broncos switching back to that 3-man front on the defense. No tight end on Copenhagen side. A lot of time for the quarterback, and there's the first pick of the game. Matt Tano is returning that ball through the almost 20-yard line. Very nice executed return from number 23. There was a lot of time. Number 56 getting a little angry there. The only import, I was told, Stephen Niklas Schwartz, playing in the offensive line for the Copenhagen Towers. So therefore the Broncos getting the ball on the 21-yard line for their first offensive drive. Underthrown ball. Led to that interception. Very well reacted by Matthias Matteno, number 23 from the Calanda BRONCOS. Pass to the left to Max Gray. Spinning out the first tackle, making about 6 to 7 yards. Call it 6, so 2nd and 4. Two receivers to the right, 2 backs for the Broncos. Number 6, Eric Roget is running back. Very well executed play, nice. Most likely because of the Swiss mountains here. Broncos with the same offense formation. Now Max Gray get that speed on the edge, and looks like the first down is done, or closely not. Having these lines on the field helps a lot to see where the ball ended up. So it's a first down for the Broncos, so it's 1st and goal on about the 7-yard line. 6-yard line, actually, on the right hash. Calanda Broncos playing with a Swiss quarterback, their first season since almost forever. Robin Senrich, number 9, did a pretty well job in the first 3 games of the season. Now we have that jet motion from Adrian Sinderhoff. We have that power run through the middle from Noah Bachhofen. Very well executed too, 5-yard gain. 2nd and goal and only inches to go. Let's see what the Broncos have in store. Like, they have 3 opportunities now, or at least 2, to power that ball into the end zone of the Towers. The Towers D-line is pretty big, making a good pressure here, but also the offensive line of the Broncos. These guys are so experienced. And Noah Bachhofen, no. He's not in. Like, it's no gain, but also no loss. Still on the 1-yard line. Indeed, Robin did a great job in the first 3 games. Didn't turn over the ball once with an interception. So very, very aware of that. Also has a good corps of receivers. Pretty reliable hands. So a 3rd and goal from about the 2. So there was a little loss on that last play. Robbins going by himself, on touch to the end zone. Quarterback run into the end zone. First touchdown, Calanda Broncos. After that interception, not interceptions, from number 23, Matteno. They only had a little more than 20 yards to travel to the end zone, but now the end zone is in Broncos' hands. So it's 6-0. Noah Bachhofen with the PAT. The kick is good. So it's 7-0. 6.5 minutes in the first quarter to go. As you see on the stream. Very well played offensive drive. Makes it easier for you when you can start like on the 20-yard line instead of your own like 10, 15, 20-yard line with your first offensive drive. Because, well, if you don't execute very well, you still have the chance to kick a field goal. Broncos executed very well. Were a lot of runs. And at the end was the quarterback himself, Robin Senrich, that powered the ball over the line, over the goal line, and made it first points for the Broncos. High kick with a return. Number 85 again. Coming here through the 36-yard line. Very well executed return from the towers. So first and 10 on their own 36, sorry. Towers with a 2 tight end set. Just 2 single receivers on the outsides. Giving a little more help. Switching now to a 2-back set. Number 28 again. Nice run through the middle. And that was close. Simon Bear, number 2, defensive back of the Calanda Broncos, had his hands on the lashes of that very, very well executed run. Anton Leonard Wittmer right through the middle. A lot of gain. First and 10 on Broncos 27. That was probably a little bit too early over the line of scrimmage for number 80, Romit Parolini, Calanda Broncos. Yeah, I should have pulled his hair. It's uniform, so it's allowed. It's not nice, but it's allowed. So, yeah, we won't take that discussion on here. But, yeah, you're right. Could have been a way to go. So, it's a 5-yard penalty that remains on first down for the Towers. The referee on the chain side went for false start, but I think it was offside. Yeah, it was offside. Yeah, exactly. If you get, like, they had to stop the play because he was, unabated to the quarterback. So he could have harmed the quarterback if they would have given him a free play. Broncos showing blitz very late. There's a linebacker flying from the outside right into the middle. It was number 16 on the Broncos side, Ola Garden. And that was actually not a lot of gain on that first down. So 2nd and 5. Towers again with 7 men on the line. That was a quarterback keeper. And now it's Romit Parolini, number 80, on the side of Calanda Broncos. That made the tackle. Alexander Kronberg-Bjerre was a tackle for loss, I think. Not a big loss, but maybe 1.5 yard. So 3rd down and about 7 yards to go. From a 1st and 5 to a 3rd and 7, that shows how much pressure the defense of the Calanda Broncos is putting on the Towers. They are now going with twins. 2 receiver left, 2 receiver right, single back. And there's a timeout from the Copenhagen Towers. You mean the unabated to the quarterback, I assume, right? Yeah, it's in the rule book, so I don't know. I don't really know what that means, but I just know if there's a free shot to the quarterback, you whistle to play that. That's what I got like years ago when I was a referee. Yeah. Kickoff was at 6 at 1800, so like about 20 minutes ago. It's a little more than 4 minutes, 4.5 to play. Our clock is still running on the stream, I think. It's 4 minute 33, the official stadium clock. Also hi to all the people across the pond. Welcome to join our stream here. You know, you guys are suffering from that football-free time. And I'm happy to provide you at least some kind of football. No, not some kind of football. Pretty high level here. And not a bad game at all. As you hear the noise, the Broncos crowd is firing up their defense. Run from number 28. Very nice tackle. Tiziano Castenaro, defensive end. Fourth and, yeah, let's say 7 yards. Still 7 yards, so it wasn't a loss. Let's see if they go for it or go with a punt. So there's a lot of noise again on the Calanda Broncos fans here at the temporary stadium in Chur. And there's a pass, quarterback keeper, chased by Marco Rexmore, and it looks like it was enough for a first down, I think. He had that line in mind where he had to go, and he did it. Very well executed. Nice jump over. Alexander Kronberg-Pierre made the first down for his team. First down, Towers. Now you hear the fans again cheering to help that defense or to maybe disturb that offense a little. And another pass right through the middle. Oh, almost picked off again. That was Philip Holm. That could have made that interception. He was also on the offensive side of the ball. Name of the quarterback of the Copenhagen Tower is this number 5, I guess, right? Yes. It's Alexander Kronberg-Pierre. That's what I have on one roster, and on the other I have Michael Williams, but I'm not sure which one is true. As far as I got, he played for the Ravensburg Razorbacks. Two of his offensive linemen, Federico Ferretti, number 64, and Filip Kovliec, number, I don't remember the numbers of my former teammates, 59. On the Broncos, they were also offensive linemen in Ravensburg when he played there, as far as I got. So, yeah, he's a very, very good player so far. Third down, 9 yards to go. Two receiver to the right, one to the left. Quarterback is being chased. This still not the first completion of the game. Number 11, Mikkel Enevoldsen. Couldn't make the grab. Not the grab. There's a flag on the field. So let's see what that flag's for. Based on the spot, might have been defensive holding or offensive holding. Ineligible man downfield. Ineligible man downfield. Yes. So it was an ineligible man downfield. So that means there was a player with a number between 50 and 79 that was not made eligible before the play was downfield. Like downfield means about like 4 or 5 yards more deeper than a former line of scrimmage. Broncos declined that penalty. So the Towers bring out their, I think their kicking team, looks like. Yes, exactly. Their kicker, Jakob Niemangren, was aiming for the first points for the Towers. And this ball is way up high. 3 points for the Towers. So this leads to a 7-3 lead for the Calanda Broncos. Very well executed drive, very long run to start the drive off, then a little slow. Very well executed from Broncos defense. Getting used to that Towers physical offense that you don't often see in Swiss League, so they gotta adjust from drive to drive as good as they can. Now we'll see the first kickoff for the Copenhagen Towers. Number 85 again. Jakob Niemangren. I assume it's green and not green, because he is most likely Danish. It's green Rasmussen or Green Rasmussen on my other roster I have. Looks like he's the kicker for the Towers. And on the back we have Max Gray, number 3. American number player, and Salem Achai that has a pretty decent game the last week against the Toon Tigers. Got a kick from the 30-yard line on international games. He used to kick on the 35 in the Swiss League. That was the confusion for the refs, I think. First kickoff of the season. Yeah, respected APA, that's good, but you should not block run if it's not a run. So the ball is taken by Selam at about the 15-yard line, brought back to the 20-yard line. It's a pretty high but not so far kick. Yeah, as I said, it's the first game of the season for the Towers. Things like having in mind that it might be a run play, but it was a pass play as an offensive lineman may happen on the first game, as well as some substitution errors will maybe happen on special teams. Well, not that they are not prepared for an international competition, but it's still football, and football is football. Yeah, we're so sorry for the holes. We don't know why. We usually do not have problems like that here. So I hope we will be able to fix that. Also a little low snap. Max Gray gets that ball and runs through his defender. There's a flag on the field. Might be some kind of illegal formation. So the outside referee is talking to number 28, Adrian Sinderhoff from. So now the offensive line of the Calanda Broncos has been forced to give that little extra power. Robin Senry, quarterback, is going by himself, making a decent amount of yards, leading to a 3rd and 15, 3rd and 16. But better than a 4th and 25 from your own goal line. So now you may choose a play that you can do some kind of middle range of yards, 7 to 10, and maybe more. But if not, you still have a pretty good option to punt then. Still better than if you're on your own 15-yard line. So not risking too much. That ball was thrown too low. So a little bit too much pressure off the edge from the Towers. Here was number 9, Felix Falke. Robin Senrich, also the punter for the Calanda Broncos. Nice punt here. A little bit overpaced from Marco Moore. Oh, 85 still on the feet. Now it's Sebastian Katz trying to rip off the ball. Forward progress was stopped. And so the refs whistled the ball dead. There's a player down from the Calanda Broncos during that punt. Looks like something on the ankle. Number 82 for the Calanda Broncos, Rico Blas. Turned the ankle a little, I think, looks like. Yeah, the offensive line's pretty angry from the Calanda Broncos here on the sideline. You can't see them, but I can. And they're bringing their heads together. Try to get back in the game. The Towers now with their offense. Very, very well executed run play so far. Not a lot of luck. Ooh, that was a tackle. He run against the wall. That was Maurebühler. That made that huge stop here. So it's a -1 play. 2nd and 11 for the Towers. As I was saying, the Towers had a lot of good run play so far. Not a single completion on passes. Showing blitz from both sides of the ball. There's not a completion again. Rome Parolini smelled that play and was ready to get number 28, Anton Leonard Wittmer, to the ground, even if he would catch that ball. Still no completions for the Towers. It's 10 seconds left in that first quarter. So 3rd and 11 for the Towers on their own 49-yard line. Or call it the 46, whatever you want. Nice protection so far, but that ball was overthrown. Number 11 for the Broncos was a little late at the quarterback, but for this time, just got a warning. Looks like he just got a warning. So it's 4th and 11. Looks like the Towers sent out their punt unit. And there was one too much for the Broncos. As far as I can count to 11. Yes, that's why they take the timeout most likely. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12. 12 is one too much. So, first team timeout taken for the Calanda Broncos. Also gives a little more air for the players. It's pretty cold actually. There is no sun, some kind of blue sky, but only partially blue, mostly white and gray. Different shapes of gray, 50 shades of gray. Not to say, but well, yeah. A little joke on the side. Yeah, it's not that hot. It's not hot at all. Most likely the Danish team is more used to play in conditions like that than the Calanda Broncos. They played in a very warm game the week before. So back to the game. 4th and 11. Max Gray's back as punt returner. Good pressure. And the ball is over the sideline on the 12-yard line, 13-yard line. That's also the end of the first quarter. So that means we got to switch sides for the first time of the game. I hope the stream quality went better. Because of course we want to provide as good as possible stream for you out there, everybody around the globe. I'm making you this game as good as we can on the stream. Broncos starting on their own 15-yard line now. They struggled on the last drive. Max Gray off the edge. And he's way all around. Made a lot of yards, but just 8 from north to south. Was a pretty decent jet sweep run for the receiver of the Calanda Broncos. American Impro player. Also not his first season here. Now we have a second and short. May come one of these very well executed deep passes Robin Senrich had last week against Thun Tigers. No, it's a run through the middle. Noah Bachhofen stopped about 5 yards gain. First down Broncos. No risk at all for the Broncos. Jeff Puffin, coaching veteran for the Calanda Broncos, knows what he wants to see or how he wants to execute, or he wants to see that his guys on the field execute, that his game plan is on, and he gets the plays that he wants. Copenhagen with a 4-man defensive line front. There was a fake run from Noah Bachhofen, very well executed. There were at least 2 defensive players that reacted to that fake run. It was Robin Senrich, the quarterback himself, got it through the middle. 5-yard gain, 2nd and 5. There's a flag. There was a collision between the 2 defensive backs. Honestly, I'd say there need to be a flag there too, because that was a clear push off from number 15 for the Calanda Broncos. It was Salam Achai, sorry. There's a flag on the line of scrimmage. It's a free play for the Broncos, so penalties declined. Touchdown Broncos. But as I said, as a neutral, or as neutral as possible commentator here, that must have been a flag for push-off for 15. It was battling for the ball, yes, but well, pushing off a player also can lead to an offensive pass interference. But, well, the refs didn't throw a flag. So the PAT is on. Noah Bachhofen, number 7 for the Broncos. And this kick is blocked. This is number 21. That had an unlucky play before, Magnus Alexanderovich, that has now blocked that maybe very important PAT at the end of a game. We will see. I cannot see your chat anymore. So maybe my Technic guy can put it back on. If not, just call me. Would not be a good idea. Most likely when I'm commentating here. That was a very well executed long pass for the Broncos on a free play. And exactly, I don't remember the name of the user, but we were talking about when number 80 from the Broncos had that that offside on defense that kept running, that led to a blown down play. Whistle down play that didn't happen here, so the Broncos had the free play, and the free play was the touchdown. So, yeah, that could be the big difference if you do it or if you do not. Very well kicked from Noah Bachhofen through the end zone. No need of return. The number 22s are talking about yesterday night, what they did with both of them sisters maybe. I don't know. They had a little issue together on that kickoff. A little bit of trash talk. It's football. I'm back on the chat. At least on my mobile phone on the stream. Yes, it's a little shorter. European soccer fields are most of the time not long enough for like full-size American football fields. We do the measurement here in yards too, so you need about 110 meters to get that full-size field. But we usually don't have it for soccer, and most of the fields here in Europe are designed and designated for soccer. And the football teams will adapt or can adapt only of the size they have available for. As you might also see, we do not have like a really field goal. This is a soccer goal with 2 poles on it. in this stadium, in the new stadium, like this is only a temporary stadium, just to let you know, this is a temporary built stands for about 500 people. So there are at least some stands. The city is building a whole new stadium right across here on the same place. Should be finished for the next season. The tower's now with a lot of hard counts. Trips to the right means 3 receivers on the right side, 1 on the left. There's a running back on the backfield. They might get a rush because there is not a lot of time left. We don't have a 25-second clock, unfortunately. There's a lot of time. Nice thrown ball. Very well executed from receiver. Doesn't take an unnecessary hit here. Just goes down and tries to avoid that hard tackle as good as possible. First completion. First completion for the Towers. Yeah, the end zones are used to have the regular size. That's why you see the 40, the 50, and the 40 so close together. Like you don't shorten the field between like the let's say the important parts like end zones, the first 30 yards, 40 yards. You don't shorten down there, so you just shorten the middle. So that means you can run like 5 yards and make 10 in the stats. That's good for linemen, and yeah, but bad for skill players. They want to have their yards exactly at the end of the game, or as exact as possible. Second down for the Towers. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. 1 running back. That means no tight end. Broncos showing some pressure from the left side. Short pass to the left. Tackle wasn't well done from Metano this time. So first down Towers. The offense of the Towers clicking now very, very well. Way better than it was on the first drive. And the second drive they had. So first and 10 for the Towers. We have a technical issue with the chain. Looks like there is some issue with the chain, the measurement sticks. You gotta send your tape house. I don't think they can hire, or they will hire anybody for this season 2024, but maybe on 25. Just send your application to info@calandabroncos.ch or straight to the head coach, Jeff Buffen. Yeah, why not? It's a very nice city here. The imports are treating very well, and the game can continue. As an American, you always count as an import here, as long as you don't have a second passport somewhere in Europe. Oh, that ball was dangerous, was not caught by 83 Lasse Balzer Sommerlund, but could have led to an interception, but luckily for the Towers didn't. A little more than 7.5 minutes to go. In that second quarter, 13-3 score for the home teams, Calanda Broncos for an lead. Second and 10. Four-man rush for the Calanda Broncos. Deep pass. Simon Bear, number 2. Defensive back was a little bit overrun. He wasn't lined up perfectly, but the ball, luckily for the Calanda Broncos, overthrown. Wasn't catchable for Carlos Hebbinghaus. Now it's third and 10. Sorry. For the Copenhagen Towers. Well, the city, we have already a good iron field here with full football paintings. It's an artificial turf. Also included field goals and all that stuff. It's a practice field. That's a little bit of false start of anybody on the offense. That happens sometimes. The city is building a sports stadium. We have some very good representatives. I don't know the word exists in English. From the Calanda Broncos, also representing on the government. So there were a lot of talks about the stands and about the stadium, about the capacity, about the field. And as far as I got, there will be a full soccer field again, but there will be the full length, like 120 meters. It's about like, I think 100 and something yards. So that means we have a full-size football. No, it's more than 100. 120 meters is like 130 something yards. A yard shorter than a meter. So that means should be a full-size field there, actually. Used for both soccer and football, like any grass sport in Chur. We also have a lacrosse team here that somehow has some spectators want to go for a game. And of course, different soccer teams, as usual in Europe. Even Chur is a small city with 40,000 people living in. They're doing a lot of good stuff for the sport. Punt formation for the towers. Oh, very, very nice punt. High, deep. Max Gray could spin off the first tackle. And makes some yards for his team to the 27-yard line. Play was almost dead. But Max, he is a freak of an athlete on and off the field. Was on XFL tryouts in 2023 as far as I got. So, also for American standards, a pretty good play. Yeah, lacrosse is very underrated, that's true. It's not very well known here in Europe, actually. There are a lot of teams, like not a lot, but a couple teams. Like a lot of years ago, back in the days, I was doing some goalkeeper duties as a lacrosse player. That's why I know the sport. Selo Machai doing hell of a job here, receiving that ball and then getting off the first tackle, running through the second tackle. Hell of an athlete. 22 to 25 yards. He was actually the reason why the city of Chur gave the Calanda Broncos the possibility to have a talent class for football players. So there's a regular school, public school, where they get the opportunity, I think twice a week for 2 hours to get some extra football practice in. And Selom was that good as a football player when he was at the juniors team that the Broncos decided, it was Chris Winter then, one of his coaches that said, okay, he needs to get treated as good as possible. Very nice run here from Noah Bachhofen. Very nice cutback. Makes it to the about 6-yard line as far as 9-yard line, sorry. So it's first and goal for the Calanda Broncos. Two receiver right, one to the left. Jet sweep motion again. Robin Senrich pulling out the ball, running by himself, going through the 5-yard line. So second and goal at the 5-yard line. And now we see number 22 of the Calanda Broncos, American number player. Played for Rhode Island Division I football, Andre Blackett Jr. He will line up as a fullback running back, most likely running back. He did that last week against the Toon Tigers here in the Swiss League 2. Because we have options here on the side of the Calanda Broncos to bring both of their American players together on the field. That's why the Broncos are recruiting most likely very athletic players that can be used on both sides of the ball. And Andrew Blackett Jr., he's a hell of an athlete. I haven't seen a lot of players faster than him playing that sports in this country. He was a little injured on the first game. Got some cracked ribs as far as I got. But he is fully back on here, and his speed is insane, especially for the Swiss League. A very, very good recruiting from the Calanda Broncos. Jeff Boffin does most of the recruiting, head coach and general manager for the Calanda Broncos. So he knows what he wants to see from an import player, and he knows how he can use it. So let's see if he gets a handoff. There's a huge pole in my view, like blocking a lot of sight. Andrew gets that ball, is trying to power through the middle, makes only about maybe 2 yards. So this leads to a third and goal on the 3-yard line. Kiwi's doing a pretty good job on his reads through that. And he's still very young. He's 21 years old. Came out to the juniors 2 seasons ago. And now gets the full responsibility of that offense. Laying us in on the shoulder. And there is the jet sweep from Max Gray. And there is nobody who can chase him into the end zone. Touchdown Broncos. So if you might ask, they go for 2 point now, it would not make a lot of sense because we are on a 16-point lead now. With the kick, we go to 17. It's a three score lead then. For now, it's a 2-score lead, so it doesn't really matter. But if you go for one and you are successful, you have 3 scores. But it looks like they're going for, I don't know why, honestly. For me, I would not take that risk because I would make it a 3-score game. 4.5 minutes left in that second quarter. Getting the ball after the halftime. Yeah. And there's the first sack from the Towers on that PAT. So it's a 19-3 lead. Well, of course, the Towers would have to make 2 touchdowns with 2 2-point tries. But still, a 3-score is a 3-score. So now again, kickoff from the Broncos. Last kickoff went all through the end zone. Five, 2 for 5, 10, and a kicker. High kick that is returnable. Just getting caught off the air. And then there is a lot of blocking, a lot of good blocking. But then it's Andrew Blackett Jr., number 22, that had the reaction and had the ability to make that cutback and get that returner down. Was Jakob Niemann-Green again. That made that return. So the Towers now on their own 13-yard line. 1st and 10. Trying to get some points on the board for sure. To 2 receiver set to the right, and also sending a 3rd receiver out there. Short pass, but there is Sebastian Katz that didn't let fool himself, and then it was number 11. He might be a little a little angry about himself when he watched the tape, Mikkel Hennevoltsen, that he could have maybe helped his team player to get out of that tackle instead of not doing what he did. Thank you, Michael, for the thank you. You're very happy we can do that stream here. Unfortunately, there are no streams on the Swiss League anymore. Oh, that pass was a little bit in the back. No streams in the Swiss League anymore due to a decision of the Broncos. They want to have the people in the stadium and not on the streams. We completely get that, especially from the guys from outside the country or even across the pond. Want to have an opportunity to see the games, but well, info at calandabroncos.ch too, so maybe you can complain there if you want to have Swiss League streams in the future too. So there's a run from the quarterback. It was a nice block here from number 11. There's a flag deep down there. There's another flag coming late from the white hat. There was a lot of things around that play. Let's see what happened there. Let's see what Whitehead Jens Müller will tell the stadium. It's a holding on the offensive side of the ball, I think. Yes, it was holding offense. I think it goes against number 11. Honestly, for me, that was one of the best blocks I've ever seen from a receiver so far. Not only in that game, but yeah, maybe I didn't saw all of it from all the way up here. So this is it's a bad situation for the Towers. So they're getting back the ball to their own 7-yard line. Repeat the third down. Would have been a first down very well. A very nice effort from the quarterback. Hello, AB. Just saw your comment. Hope you're doing well. Nice to see you on the stream. And another one from number 20. Still able to get the ball off, but very well defended here from the Calanda Broncos defense. Number 8 is limping a little now from Copenhagen Carlos Hebbinghaus. Hopefully nothing serious. Now he's jogging off the field. Looks like nothing serious so far. So it's 4th and 16, 17. Punt. Somebody was missing for the Broncos. And then there is a flag. Maybe there are 12 people now. A little show from Max Gray. Tried to catch the ball behind his back. So it would be a 5-yard penalty then. So there was false start on the offense, so it's a half a distance penalty again. Puts the ball back to the 4.5-yard line almost. So therefore even harder to punt there. Just to let you know, if the punter steps on that end line after the snap, it's a safety. So that snap was a little low. The punt is high, but not very far. Max Gray's getting it at the 35-yard line. Gets tackled at about the 25-yard line. 3 minutes left. So what's up for the Broncos now? Shout out to number 9. I won't argue with you if he's the hottest or not. But if you say it might be, at least for you, he's doing a very good executed game so far as I see. As we saw him. So the Broncos now have a little more than 3 minutes to the halftime. They're getting the ball back after the halftime. So do you try to manage the clock now and take as much time off that clock as possible? Most likely start with a run then. Yes. It's like a 4-yard gain. Perfectly executed, well executed. From Noah Bachhofen. That takes another set of seconds away. Two and a half. A little more. Two receiver left, one right. One lined up tight end. Broncos with a hard count. The Danish team didn't. Got fooled. So now we got a pass. Ooh, that ball was a little wobbly in the air. A little more pressure on that ball would have led to a little more precise ball most likely. No. Completion here. So we go for 3rd and 6. Trips to the right for the Broncos. One receiver to the left. Jet sweep, Max Gray. Robin Senrichs going for that first down. And he got a pretty decent hit there. If he would lead with his feet and slide down instead of getting into that tackle unnecessarily, he might protect himself a little better. It's 4th down. So now we have, looks like fullback Rex Moore, number 20. He's getting that ball and is powering through that line. It's way enough for a first down. That offensive line of the Broncos made that necessary room. So first down for the Calanda Broncos at the 30-yard line of the Towers. One minute 20, clock's running. Stadium clock, so the Broncos, as I said, want to take up as much time as they can off that clock. To give as less time as possible to the Towers. Either they turn over the ball or they go for a score. There was a lot of pressure from the right side here. Max Gray going into the end zone again. Very well executed pass here to the right. Even the pressure was on. It was Lasse Grönberg Christensen that was rushing the quarterback very, very hard from the right side. Left side of the defense, right side of the offense. And Max Gray got that ball, had that stiff arm, and went to the end zone. Touchdown number 2 for Max. .55 seconds left. That kick through the poles, through the uprights. So we got to a 26-3 lead for the Calanda Broncos. The Towers have still 2 timeouts left. 55 seconds is a eternity in football, you know that. Let's see what the Towers wanna risk or do risk before halftime. It's like you either go for it or you don't. You take it to the halftime, or you say, okay, we gotta go full risk. If we don't score, we don't score. We gotta see. First, we have a kickoff for the Broncos. Very nice kick into the end zone, but still decides to make the return. Nice tackle. And also very nice return to the 22-yard line. Yeah, there are some other CFL games on today, or were on this weekend. It's the first round actually. The winner of that game travels to Parma, to the Parma Panthers. Not the first time the Broncos would play the Panthers. That pass was on the ground most likely, yes. And there's a late flag. Most likely because I think it was number 16 for the Broncos. Can't really see. Olagarten that didn't hear the whistle and was still wrestling with the offensive player that didn't caught the ball but maybe caught the ball. Flag is from way back. Yeah. Let's see what the ref decide. 45 seconds on the clock through halftime. If I see him, Helena, after the game, I will let him know that you said I gotta high five him from you. If I see him. I'm not sure how many players I will see after the game. There are no post-game interviews or something like that. But if I see him somewhere grabbing hopefully a beer after the game, a well-deserved one, gotta say hi from you. So, first down for the Towers. 15-yard penalty. 45 seconds. Pass. And then there is a big collision between Sebastian Kutz, number 4, and the Finnish lineman, number 94, Christeberg, getting quarterback off the Towers in between them, Alexander Kronberg-Bjerre. And looks like we have timeout for the Towers. So they still have one team timeout left. Second and, well, let's call it 6 maybe. Yeah, 5.5. Call it 6. Mayday gonna have 29 seconds is a long time. So if you get that first down done somehow, and you gotta manage to stop the clock, you have some shots to the end zone. We haven't seen a lot of long balls. Yes, the first flash against Stockholm, Tunnel, French team against the Gross Giants from Austria, through that. And the Danube Dragons too. Yes, May 11th would be the game in permanent, right? Thanks for that update. If you ever need an unpaid free job in Swiss broadcasting football games, let me know. That ball was very well thrown, very well catched, and also stopped the clock. I once learned if a receiver is getting tackled backwards towards the sideline, it doesn't stop that well. I want to write on that. So now we got 23 seconds left on the 30-yard line. Let's see, they have still, the Towers still have one timeout left. Like a mid-range pass to the sideline, overthrown again, sadly. 17 seconds left. ODDsquad.com, thank you very much. Exactly how it is. Like this post, share this post, like our channel. Even if you want to come back for another game, it helps us to grow. It helps the sports to grow, especially here in Europe. Pass, oh nice. Very, very good executed. Nice pass, nice catch. Mikkel Lennevoldsen had that catch, and now Copenhagen is knocking. No, not knocking. They're in the red zone of the Broncos. 10 seconds left. First and 10. Still one timeout. As I said, 55 seconds before that kickoff is forever in football. Now the hard count from the Towers. Pass through the middle. And a late flag. From Michel Streldebeck. He is very experienced. I think has close to 1,000 games as a ref. If not more. So let's see what the flag's for. Is there a pass interference from the offense? Okay. So this is a 15-yard penalty. That's a hard penalty. Putting back the Towers to the 35-yard line. Almost 7 seconds left on the clock. So that means one, maybe two shots to the end zone, but most likely only one. Let's see if they risk it. Or if we get to see another short to the sideline pass, maybe stop that clock to get another field goal. So far the only points the Towers made were a field goal. There was a D ball in the end zone. There is a little less than a second left on the clock, 0.8 second. So that means there will be another play. Let's see what the back judge says. If his clock is down, it's like the stadium clock is only for, let's say, for orientation. Oh, this is a pretty deep field goal try. But this ball is kicked very low. And that ball is that. I don't know what happens with a ball that is like kicked. Is it free for everybody? I don't know. So we go for halftime. This is 26-3 lead for the Calanda Broncos. Gotta be back in a few for the second half.
me. I'm lost. Where am I? Can I trust you? What's this?
Welcome back. Central European Football League, CEFL. Second half, Calanda Broncos, Copenhagen Towers. 26-3 lead for the home team in red, the Calanda Broncos. The score is not necessarily representing the game. The Towers had some very, very good moments as an offense, as in defense. Had some very nice stops, had also some very nice offensive plays, but only led to one field goal. We'll have the kickoff for the second half now. The Broncos won the coin toss back on the first half, before the first half, and now having the return. The only kickoff the Towers had was high but not deep. And again, high but not deep. Fair catch. Signaled Tino Mukwiller, veteran running back. Put back on his pads for the 550th time of his retirement from retirement. He's unstoppable and unstoppable to play football. He's getting in his ages, but still a reliable player and smart player, as you saw. The fair catch on their own 28-yard line. So first and 10, Calanda Broncos on their own 28. Run Noah Bachhofen, nice cutback, 3-yard gain, second and 7. I guess the Broncos will try to have as much time-consuming drive as possible. Run through the middle here for another 4-yard gain. 3rd and 3, Broncos. First opportunity for the Towers defense now to make it a 3-and-out right after halftime. A lot of pressure. Nice run here. Nice try from Noah Bachhofen, but stopped at the line of scrimmage, so no gain on that play. It's 4th and 3. Still in their own half at the 35-yard line. There comes the punt team for the Broncos. That was not the start the Broncos were hoping for. But for sure, it's a start the Towers were trying to get to. That punt is pretty short. Like not short, to the 25-yard line. Stopped here. Carlos Chiquera. Down that ball at the 25-yard line. A lot of noise here again from the Broncos fans. We're trying to run try from the Towers here through the middle. Little less than 1-yard gain. Nice tackle here. Leading to a 2nd and 9 for the Towers. to the left. Secured the ball. Close to a first down. Might be a first down because the line is the first down. So first down Towers. Very well executed. Nice pass, nice catch, smart play. Good job, O. First and 10. Pass through the middle, middle right. Carlos Ebbinghaus couldn't get that ball in his hands. But very nice pass so far. Run through the middle. And somehow Marco Rexmore, number 20, got his hands on the feet, on the ankle of the running back, Anton Leonard Wittmer. Made about a 7-yard gain, so 3rd and 3. Five-man front for the Broncos defense now. Towers have to take a timeout. That's one of these timeouts I already mentioned, like at the beginning of the stream. It's the first game of the season for the Copenhagen Towers, and therefore sometimes you just get like confused on formations, on special teams or something like that. It's not to blame on the Towers at all. That happens on like any football team, and even in the NFL you see substitution errors or players lined up wrong. Just because they're not experienced enough, or they're not experienced enough, it's not the right word, but they don't have the head in the game as they used to have at the end of a season. So that happens sometimes, but therefore you get 3 timeouts each half. First team timeout taken for the Towers. In the second half, it's like 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Close to 4 minutes down. One receiver left, one right, 2 tight ends, 1 back. Needs a lot of help in blocking if necessary. Oh, nice run to the left. Simon Bear got the ball, got the hands on the ball, not on the ball, but on the running back. Very nice run here again. By far the most productive player today. Anton Leonard Wittmer from the Towers. Doing a very good job running that ball. Getting a new first down for his team. Swing pass to the right, and then there are multiple red jerseys there to get the tackle done. It's like Phil Holm got the tackle done. 2nd and 8. There was a jersey grab from I think it was Marco Rexmore again, number 20, but couldn't stop. Number 2, no, 26 actually. I don't have him on the roster, unfortunately. Not under number 26, so can't tell you a name for that player. Again, very nice run. Stopped late at the 20-yard line of the Broncos, so first down, Towers. Very nice offensive drive now. There's one player down. On the Towers side, it's Devin Nicholas Schwartz, the American player, the only American player. Looks like he got a little banged on the last play. Hopefully nothing serious again. On the line there's like sometimes the knees, the ankles, the shoulders, like everything that can hurt. It looks like it's a lower body issue. He is playing with 2 knee braces, very smart so far as an offensive lineman. Better protect yourself. And hopefully he will be back on the field soon. His substitution is Karl Emil Tranemose Jørgensen, number 50, left guard. That pass, oh, that's pass caught. That was pretty close. Romy Parolini, number 80. Very well executed, both quarterback and receiver. Very nice. Second and 4. Run to the right, nice cutback here to the first down Towers. Very solid offensive drive here from the Towers. A little less than 6 minutes on the clock. Still 26-3 for the Broncos. Nice tackle here, Sebastian Kutz, and was it again? Rex Marr, number 20. He's involved in every second defensive play. Somehow gets there and makes a tackle. Sorry. Second and goal, 6 yards to go. Very good amount of time. Very nice protection this time. And this ball wasn't complete. He could have run by himself. There was some green in front of him, but also some red jerseys running towards that direction. Third and goal, 6 yards to the end zone. And the Broncos fans are doing their duties. And this time he throws to the back of the end zone. This catch should be good and a touchdown for the Towers. Very, very well played. Nice play. Could have gone by himself again. But then he found his open man in the back end of the end zone. I think it was 83 as far as I saw. Lasse Balzer Sommerlund. And PAT kick. Is good. So now we are in a 26-10 lead for the Calanda Broncos. A little less than 5 minutes to go on the third quarter. That's the 2-score lead the Broncos already had. Would have been a 3 score if they wouldn't have tried the 2 point. Yet then made a 1 point PAT. But now, yeah. If you know the Calanda Broncos, you may be missing a couple numbers, as I already mentioned before the game. Number 66, Under Matos, isn't playing. Also number 1, Celeste Conceprio, has an injury. He is on the sideline, not playing. Also haven't played for the against the 2 Tigers last week. Also here, hopefully nothing serious. Oh, there's an there's an onside kick try from the towers. Why not? The Broncos were aware. Could have secured that ball. Nice try. Niklas Sass. That secured that ball for the Broncos, making the 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line. Run from Noah Bachhofen. Very well blocked here. Left guard Michel Derungs that had a pull play and made some room for the running back. 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6. Again, run through the middle, but there was the defensive end from the right side of the defense, Felix Falke. That made a very nice tackle. Pretty sure Helena is very happy about that tackle. Not just her, all the Towers fans out there. Thanks for watching. You got any feedbacks, any information I need to know, anything that makes that stream better, or future streams, just let us know in the comments. Robin Sandwich under pressure, but then wow, what a ball to, I think it was Kenneth Musio, number 17, that had his ball, had that ball placed right on his chest, could hold on the ball. Very well executed from both of them. Leads to 1st down at the 40-yard line of the Towers for the Calanda Broncos. 3 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. 16-point lead by the Broncos. Swing pass to Max. Oh, that pass was backwards. And smart enough to secure that ball. Would have been a free ball, a live free ball for everybody. Worse than a sack almost. 15-yard loss on that play. So it's 2nd and 25. Selamachai getting a hard hit, laying in the ground from Askerburg Mühlbeck. 3rd and 13. You see the ref signaling like firing in the air. Signals means that there are 2 sticks to be done for a new 1st down. That's ref language. Sometimes it's fun to see. That's a screenplay to Noah Bachhofen. Looks like number 9 from the towers. Felix is on the ground. Team doctor of the Broncos is running through the field. Let's see if there's anything serious. Hopefully not. One of the players I mentioned a lot today, so that means he has a impact on that game for the towers, not just on that game, but on that team. Hopefully nothing serious, and he can be back on the field soon for the next drive. And then there is a coach on the field arguing with the ref. Not what we necessarily want to see, but sometimes coaches only want to protect their players. It looks like that was the thing here. So it looks like the Broncos are sending out their punt team. Initially they had their offense still on the field. Now they want to take advantage. Looks like it's 11 and 11. So punt for the Broncos. Nice punt to the sideline and touch the end zone, so therefore there's a touchback. And would also have been an illegal touching from number 2, but there is no signal on that on the sideline because he ran out the field. It's allowed to run out of the field during a punt or during a return, but you just cannot be the first one touching the ball. But this time the rule made the ball dead, so there's a touchback to the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Towers. And now the Broncos fans are fired up to help their defense. Oh, that ball was loose late. But still got to get back under control. For the Towers, it's only a 2-yard gain. They try it off the edges now a lot of times. A lot of times. You can choose. There haven't been a lot of runs through the middle recently. More going off the edges. Roll out to the right. And that ball is thrown to nowhere. Just got rid of the ball without getting unintentional running or something. So that leads to a 3rd and 8. Stays in the pocket, nice pass, right where nobody else could possibly catch that ball. 1st down, Towers. Yeah, the Broncos weren't able to score again on their 2nd drive after halftime. Still, as far as I see, still playing all their starters, so there's not a backup team on the field or backup players on the field. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter, so we got to switch sides again. 4th quarter. And now 4th quarter football here in Chur. It's always something special. So when I was on the field in the past, you feel the atmosphere here when the fourth quarter starts. You get that extra charge, that extra push you might need in that stage of a game. I know, it was a handoff fake that wasn't really a fake. Because the running back run to the wrong side. But still was like a 3-yard gain, so let's call it 2nd and 7. It's not 4th actually. It's 2nd. There was a little issue on the chain. So 2nd and 7 for the Towers. And there is the defense line, Calanda Broncos. Again, Finnish beast. Christeberg and another injured player on the Copenhagen side. I don't like to see when you're playing on the road and you have issues. Especially health issues. It's not fun to be in a foreign country and going to hospitals there or something, so you try to get somehow back home to get your own medics. And late in a game like this, 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, again, hopefully nothing serious that happened. That slapped through his fingers. If you ever played football, you know the term butterfinger. Could have been cut. Fourth down, 10 yards to go. They go for it. Towers. Am I going to try to let him jump? No, it's a regular play. Gotta go deep. And there's, I'd say, overthrown. If not, there might be a little interference call there. But a ball that isn't catchable can't be a pass interference. So Broncos coming back with their offense. More than 10 minutes ago. Two-score lead. First and 10. Run through the middle. Noah Bachhofen, 2 yards gain. But way more important, clock's running. A little more than 10 minutes to go in that fourth quarter. Very nice read, and that's, well, I know the defender can't be air through a tackle, but quarterback's going with his feet. Should not be touched at all. Smart play from Robin Sandry here, quarterback of the Calanda Broncos. Third and 2. Again, very nice read on that option play they have with Max Gray coming behind the line of scrimmage with that jet sweep. Robbing and pulling the ball. The age range of the player is, we have an under-19 league in Switzerland that is played by players that are 19 and below. And anything older is playing for the seniors. So the oldest player on the roster is not playing today. It's Andre Mattes. He's 49 years old. And the youngest players, they turn 20 this season. Or are even 20. So there's a pretty wide range of age. Yes, all you need is glove.com. Mentions would be very nice to get a like from everybody of you. I know if you're watching it on a smart TV or something, it's not like, not everybody's used to the controls or the remote of these things. I struggle sometimes too with my Apple TV at home. But if you have it on your mobile or on your laptop or something, just hit a little thumb up button. Even if you want to give us a thumb down, you're fine with that too. And subscribe to the channel. That helps us a lot. Making the streams better and better and more as good as we can. There's another timeout of the Towers. So it's their second team timeout taken in that half. That means there's only one left. 9 minutes to play. Substitution players getting warmed up on the sideline. Most likely European games, like international games, are not designated for backups to step in. But maybe if the Broncos score now, put back on a 3-score lead. There was some kind of pass, but also some kind of maybe, I don't know what to play. Some kind of screen. That was a little weird. See that play. Not sure I get to see a replay. So it's 14-2. And there's a false start for the Broncos. It's pretty unfortunate in that situation because you want to let your opponent jump. And not jump by yourself. That's quite a difference. But still, it's football, and if there will be no fouls, it would not be that fun. Wow. Wow, that ball was thrown so high, but somehow, I don't see who it was, got his hands on that ball and jumped way up high. Was it Sillinger, number 15? No. First down Broncos, very important first down. What a play. lot of pressure off the edges, but very well blocked here from the offensive line of the Calanda Broncos. Almost 10-yard gain. I'll take the 9-yard gain. Yes, so it's 2nd and 1. 2 new first down, but already knocking on the end zone. Off the towers. Seven and a half minutes to go. And this is Max Gray again off the edge. There is nobody there. Also thanks to a phenomenal block of Adrian Sinderhoff, number 28. I blocked his DB in the end zone, kept him in the middle of the field, and don't give him any chance to run out there to make something happen. So the 3-score lead is back up for the Calanda Broncos. It's now a 22-point lead before the PAT. Noah Bachhofen again, number 7. This kicks also looks good. So we have a 33-10 now. 23-point lead is not impossible to get back on it. But as we see the game, it's getting closer to an end. It's not getting easier for the guys out there. Exactly, Maxwell Gray, number 3 was too fast to sprint out there, and also very well blocked by his receiver friends, so he had that space to run there. High and deep kick, new returner for the Towers, number 40. Get some speed on. Askerborg Mölbeck. Broncos still with their starting 11 most likely. Most of the positions. Quarterback run. 5-yard gain, 4-yard gain. Extra blocker with his running back. Second and 5. It's not over yet, Bella. He's avoiding one tackle. Running through the first down again. As far as I got, he's also the quarterback of the Danish national team. Doing a very, very nice job today. First and 10, Broncos 42. Roll out to the right, and then threw the ball away. Didn't saw any chance to make some positive yards here. So giving up the play here was a very smart decision. Again, a very smart decision. from the towers. It's a little more than 6 minutes to go. Run through the middle. Stopped. Orfeo Ferretti, one of the veterans in the Broncos jersey. Nice tackle. Third and 9. Swing pass to the right. Number 26. Oh, that's a fumble. And 23 secured the ball. The 2 turnovers, 1 interception, and the second one fumble recovery now. Matthias Tano, number 23 for the Broncos. Brings back the ball to the hands of the Broncos. Haas know that they can be in multiple teams, but if you're below 19 or 19 and below, you used to play in the juniors league, and if you're older, then you come up to the seniors teams. Run through the middle. Noah Bachhofen, I think. No, was Carlos Chiquera actually. So switch on the running back position. Very nice run. 8-yard gain. 2nd and 2. Broncos will take a lot of time off the clock, like as much as possible. It's a little more than 5 minutes to play. Let's say 5 minutes. Swing pass to the right. I'm not sure the ball was on the ground or not. Adrian Sinderhoff, also one of the veteran players, gets the ball. No gain on that play. 3rd and 2. There's a lot of defense. That is waiting for Carlos Chiquera this time. Wasn't able to make the first down, leading to a 4th down. It's 1 yard. 3-score lead. Looks like the punt team is coming on the field for the Broncos. Number 22, Jakob Beckgaard is lining up. No. Switched with his teammate Jakob Niemangren for the return. Nice punt. And then there's a good effort to get somehow some yards for his team, but then he fumbled the ball. Looks like he fumbled the ball and the Broncos recovered the ball. It's very unlucky for the Towers. They are almost ready to start off their season, and you want to see now Kasper, yeah, we know what team we will face. It's 11th May. Got to travel to Parma, the Parma Panthers, sorry, to Italy. That will be the next game for the Broncos in the Central European Football League. As I said, as a viewer, on the towers view, you would say, okay, I want to get some offense reps in, because defense does not work pretty bad. At the beginning of the season, usually defense is way better than the offense, because offense there's a lot more with timing things and stuff like that. So you might have want to see your offense a little more for the last couple minutes of the game. But then when you fumble on a punt return and your opponent gets the ball, they got to be back with their offense then. And the Broncos are going with run plays now to not a lot of gain, 2 yards gain, 3rd and 7, 2.5 minutes to go. Some run to the left side for about a 4-yard gain. 4th and 3. Yeah. 3 to go. 3.5 for the Broncos. They leave their offense on the field. Yes, the Seahawks will be the next Swiss League game, exactly. But the next Central European Football League game will be on May 11 in Parma against the Panthers. A lot of pressure. Oh, that ball was slightly underthrown. A very well called play from Coach Buffum here. But no completion. Niklas Haas could make the grab here. 1 minute 24 is on the stadium clock, so not a lot of time left. But the Tower is coming back with their offense, trying maybe some things. Pass to the left. First down, Towers. Carlos Ebbinghaus had to grab on that ball. Oh, nice play. A nice tackle avoided. Avoided the tackle nicely. First down, Towers. Broncos have substituted some players already. On the D line. That's on linebacker. Nice run here, 5 yards. Quarterback looking for his way to get some positive yards for his team. 40 seconds, 40 ticks left. 5 yards to go. Yeah, just to clarify, Casper, the next Central European Football League game will be against Parma Panthers on the 11th of May. And the next Swiss League game will be Geneva in Geneva on the 27th of April, so next Saturday. So the Towers are rushing now to the line of scrimmage, want to maybe make some more points. So there's a timeout for the Calanda Broncos. I'm pretty sure Coach Espinosa does not want to have more points on the board than these 10 that are already there. Defense coordinator for the Calanda Broncos. So, gotta get some more talks to his players. Giving them some last advice about Kind of. For the Swiss League, there's a homepage called the SAF. It's safv.ch from the Swiss American Football Federation. And then there's the CEFL, that's CEFL.com, where you can see all the games coming up, all the past games. And I'm just checking the game center about next week's pairings in Swiss League. But it is the Geneva Seahawks versus Calanda BRONCOS in Geneva. Very well executed again. Quarterback off to Towers. Towers taking their last team timeout, the third team timeout. They want to go on the board again to make that game, the ending of that game, a little more score friendly for them. And as I said, they're in the middle of the season preparation. Season kicking off soon. So let them do whatever they need to see to have another successful season back home in Denmark. I think it's time to say thank you to everybody of you that was watching the stream, was joining here, was joining the chat. And I hope you had some fun. Let us know in the comments if you want to contact us by mail or on the contact formula on our website, nativecrew.ch. Subscribe to our channel. Contact us on social media. We are always open and happy to get in touch with you guys out there. Hopefully we're going to provide more streams in the future, again from Swiss football, making the best sport in the world even bigger here in Europe. Game is not over yet. It's 8 seconds left. Deep ball to the end zone. Not to, but through the end zone. So 2 more seconds on the clock for the Towers. Most likely the last opportunity to get somehow some points on that board and make it a friendly ending before they travel back home. A long bus ride ahead. Ball to the right side of the end zone, also overthrown. And that's the game. 33-10, 23-point difference. Calanda BRONCOS taking advantage of their home team advantage. Then there's another injured player on the sideline of the Broncos. Hopefully nothing serious again. Yeah. So the game is officially ended, but still hoping there's nothing serious happen down there on the right side of the sideline. Teams lining up on their 50, or not on their 50, on the 50, to get the shake hands done. Hard-fought game. A lot of runs we saw, a lot of good runs, both sides off the ball. Some very nice passes, all over a very entertaining football game. The score at the end, it's okay. Would have been nice if the Towers would have scored one more touchdown at the end here. Would have been fair to both sides, I think.
Ja, also, tolles Spiel. First of all, thanks a lot, Copenhagen Towers, for your visit here. Great game. Safe trip home. Applaus for the Copenhagen Towers. Und jetzt sind wir für dieses Spiel wieder. Let's go, Chur! Oh! Ah, das war's noch, das war's. Ja, dann mal mehr mit Musik. Touching me, touching me. Wenn ihr da Tribüne verlöst, bitte nehmt doch euren Abfall mit. Ihr könnt unseren Jungs ganz fest helfen, dass sie da nicht den ganzen Abfall miteinander wischen. Einfach euren Abfall mitnehmen und dann vor dem Start